Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique, and I'm on a financial health journey to create an inheritance for the generations to come. I want to do that through consistency and discipline. I'd like to thank everybody who's liked or commented on any of my videos, and for those that have chosen to subscribe to my channel. Truly started this as a way to hold myself accountable, but I understand, recognize, and appreciate the community as a whole. So if you're rocking with me on this journey, then thank you, because we all are on the same kind of path. We just got different ways of getting there. So today I am here to do my cash stuffing and it's truly cash, for my savings challenges, and then I'm going to stuff my sinking funds with prop money. Okay, so that's what we're here to accomplish today. So I'm going to see if I can come in just a bit more, kind of show you guys what I'm working with here. So what I've got is for my paycheck period of February the 9th through the 22nd. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll come over some. Okay. 9th through the 22nd. What I've documented here is that I've had two things for rollover. One was rollover that I used for my cash envelopes. So if you saw my last video, I rolled over $40 from week 1, $105 from week 2. And I split that money up. I split it between two rollover events. One is cash envelopes. So adding some money into some cash envelopes I keep in my wallet to use when I travel, and then rollover for savings and sinking funds is where the other half went. I saved $40 for week 1, $20 went into my envelope, $20 is here for cash savings. Week 2, I had $105, $50 went into my envelope, cash wallets, sorry, and then $55 is going towards savings challenges. I don't know if you remember, but on that previous video, when I was closing out my budget, I actually saved $110, but I said when I got to the bank, I only had $109, and I just figured that I might have had a number off somewhere. I didn't. I had $1 in change. I never really have change, and so I have $1 in change, and so you'll notice there, and I'll come out just a little bit, but I've already put that change here in the in my container. So that's where that extra $1 was, because I had that $1 in change and not $1 in the bank. I could only take out 105 instead of 110. That's okay. $4 remains in that variable expense buffer. Now, the reason why I grayed out here, you'll notice I grayed out the rollover for cash envelopes. That's because there's nothing else that I need to physically do to handle that particular money. So that $70 for my cash envelope rollover is grayed out. It needs to be accounted for, but it is not a part of this cash stuffing that I'm going to do for my savings challenges. So I grayed it out. So we are working with the $75 that I saved specifically for savings challenges, and that breaks out like this. $40 I'm going to put into my yearly savings book challenge that I have. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to put $40 on my February. And for the general savings that I have, and that's pretty much my low income book and my payday savings challenge that I have, that is that's going to get it allocated in this way: 10 for one of the challenges, 10 for another, 10 for another, and then 5 set aside for something else. I can't remember all. We're going to get into that in a minute. Okay, so anyway, that's how that money is going to go out. And then for my family savings book, I have another $25. So Kim gave me $150 to help with bills. I took $125. I put it in my Ally account. And I'm going to account for that with prop money into the envelopes for my sinking funds. And then the other 25 I have in cash, and that's going to go towards my family savings book that I have. So it looks like I should have 75. I should have $100, because that's 75, 25. Yes. So I should have $100 here that we should be working with. I'm going to sit this over to the side, because this is how this money is going to lay out. So I'm going to zoom out. No, not in. Come on out. There you go. So I'm going to zoom out, and I am going to move this over to the side. I'm trying a new kind of angle. I don't like it. But I'm gonna come in a little bit more. Let's turn this way. Sorry, y'all. I'm working through some things. Let's put this up here on top. Let's count out the money. And hopefully I got enough space. So actually I need to count it too. So let's turn it this way. I'm not good for counting money this way. So that's 40. Goes here. These are all 5. So that's 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. It's all in 5s, and that's 95. Then 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Now, I am doing a B-Bucks challenge, so I do need to look here and see what I got going on. And I have 1 B-Buck. So now I'm only going to have $99 to save, and I need to make sure that I account for that. So I'm going to sit this B-Buck over to the side so that I can put that where it needs to go. All right, so first we're going to start with our general savings and our family savings. So first on the list is B-Bucks. And I haven't marked off. So there are a couple of things that happened. Number one, I got a $2 bill, and I wanted to keep that $2 bill. So I stuck it in here. I need to account for that somewhere at some point, at some time. But up till now, I had 2 B-Bucks, 1, 2. Now I've got a third, 3. So I need to color that in. And then I have this $2 bill. I guess I'll count it here as well. This challenge came from, what does that say? Butterfly Digital Co. Don't know if you guys can see that. Butterfly Digital Co. I have a Sharpie over here somewhere. I am at a total of, I'll count the $2 bill, even though I really don't want to spend it, but that'll give me 5. So each of these is worth $1. So I'm going to color in 3. 1. And I'll go back and do it all cute and pretty. 2. And 3. All right, so we are at 5 for that. I've seen people do that. Does that work? Maybe that helps. All right, so that's my B-Bucks. Did start an envelope for that. Let's see if we can, let's take that out. Let's put the money first, and then we add the card back in. All right, cool. All right, that's it for that. Next, pay date savings challenge got paid on the 9th, so that should be $9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all of my ones done. And this is about to be spent because this is for my pedicure date. Although I think my date is going to end up being my daughter, but it's all good. So I like my bills big one first. So let's do it that way. Big ones first. All right. So for pay date savings, I now have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 2, 3, 4, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $88 for pay date savings. And just for us to get our toes done, that's pretty much going to be wiped out. How about that? All right, next for my family savings, each of these gets $5. Then if I have anything left over, I'll put in here, but I don't think I will this week. So I'm adding 5 to Auntie Babies. They now have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We will be going to, we're not going in February, we'll go in April during the spring break. So I have a little bit more time to save up for that. So Auntie's Babies, Family Fun gets 5, and I'll probably dip into this the 3rd week in February for Corinne and her friend, just her best friend, so that we can cover some of the cost of the things they want to do. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, $60 for that. I was considering the movies and maybe going out to eat. I also want to do like the pottery thing and paint some ceramic pottery, but we shall see. Family reunion, I did spend out of this, and I wrote myself a note because I need to account for this, because if I don't account for the money that I'm taking out, I'll never end up scratching off another one because I keep trying to get to the final amount. So I did, there's a quick note here, my registration fee for my family reunion was $70. And so I have taken that out of this money. So right now I have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I have $60. Sorry, this bill is, there it is. Straighten it out some. So I have $60, right? And let's say I spent 70 on the registration. So 60 plus 70 equals, I'm at 130. And I think I have to get to 150 before I can scratch off again. So minus 75, minus 75, and then minus 25. Yeah, so I still have $45 more to go for that before I can scratch another one off. No, that might sound a little weird, but if I'm spending money out of it, I did save it, so I need to account for that, and I also need to make sure I'm tracking what I'm taking out of it. So there you go. So that's for family reunion. Family vacation gets 5. That now has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So most of these have the exact same amount in them at this point. That's 60. Next is Christmas or decorations, and this one is a little bit lower than the other ones. That's $5. So that's 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. This one has 50. All right, there you go. All right. Next, let's move this over. So for Etsy, let's see where, let's sit this over to the side, you guys. It'll take me a minute to get myself organized. This new way that I've trying to do my desk is not working. I just got to give it a chance, but it's not working. So let's start with the 52 week. 52 week, I only have $5 to give. Remember, it gives me all of these numbers that I'm supposed to save. So I was supposed to save $113. I add those numbers together and save 5 because these amounts are way too high for me. So I'm going to save $5 today. And we'll go ahead and color that in. And then next paycheck period, let's go ahead and figure out what that's going to be. So it says 150. So 1 plus 5 plus 0 is $6. So next paycheck period, I'm going to save $6 on that one. All right. So 52 week, let's stick $5 in there. And that now has 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. This 52-week challenge has $46 in it now. All right, so that one is done. Let's come up, and I think I said I want to do 10 for the star challenge, which is my debt challenge. So let's color in 2 stars. Each star is worth 5. We'll save $10 on that one. 5 and 10. All right, and let's go to the debt. Here you go. $10 on that one. And that one now has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. That now has $60. Okay. Where's debt? And then the last one is Etsy. So I did the 10, and so this one is going to be 5. No, I'm sorry. I did the 10, the 5. So this one is going to be 10. All right, so $10. That's going to be, let's do this up here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that's $10. Now, shame on me because I've bought some stuff from Etsy. So number one, I've got it all documented down here because I need to make sure, like I said before, I want to track that I saved and that I reached my $100, which is how much that savings challenge totals out to. But I also need to recognize that I am also spending money as well. So for that one, you'll notice here, I've got two things written down. On January the 28th with Etsy, I spent $13. That was on some A7. It's kind of small. I don't know if you can see it. On some A7 envelopes that I wanted to get because the envelopes I'm using in the Cash Wallet has the little white piece on it, and it's just not working out for me. So I did order some of those. I'm still waiting for those to come in. And then on today, actually February the 10th, I went back to Etsy and I decided to go ahead and get Lux Books Hello Gorgeous Volume 3 because I need something a little bit different for my life planning and how it incorporates into my financial planning. Now that I'm doing that big calendar now, I'm noticing that there are a few things that I want to keep track of. And that's more difficult in the design for the current life planner that I'm using. So I'm going to go the Lux Book route because I do have separate pages so I can kind of build it as I go. Planning Serenity builds hers as she goes, and now I'm starting to see the value on that one. So thank you, girl, for the for the idea on that one. So anyway, I have to account for that. So I have $25 and $13. So 25 plus 13. That's $30 to $8 that I saved, but I've already spent. And then here I have $5, $10, $15 in cash. So let's add that 15. So far I have saved $53. It's a $100 challenge. So I've saved 53. And I'm not trying to worry about making that back up. So I'm not trying to save the 38 again and starting from there. No, I saved $53. I've spent 38. And so I've got $15 left in cash. So those are all of the ones for my pink binder. And then my yearly savings challenge. So we finished off January. That was a total of $80. I've not spent that money yet. That's still in there. We're starting with February now. I will color it in later because I don't know that I have a red. Yeah, I do. It's kind of like burgundy. But this says we're going to save $75 total. And today I am saving $40 in there. So I'm going to stick that 40 in here. And like I said, I've got to finish my prop money cat stuffing, so I'm gonna color this in later, but I am about halfway there. So I've got one more paycheck period in February and I should have to save $35 and then we should be done with that one. Now March, honey, I don't know what she was thinking because she got on this here paper $350. Don't know how that's gonna happen, but we shall see. All right, so that's the $40 for that one. So all of the cash is gone. Next is my prop money. For a lot of you all, this is the point where you stop watching Monique's video because you all do not care for prop money stuffing the way that you do cash. So I've already pulled out to the side what I need separate. There you go. So it's $125. I've already accounted for it and made sure that it was in the denominations I needed for this stuffing. So it won't take me long. So that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 105, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is 30. So I think I might be off by $1, but that's okay. I have my actual amounts here because I think it's just 125. All righty. So let's see what we got going on next. First, we have, let's move that over to the side. First, we have Xerxes. Xerxes is going to get $15. 10, and 5. And that means he has a total of 50, 70, 80, $85. $85 saved up for him. Now he's going to be going in, he's going to go to boarding while I am one of the election poll workers in here in Georgia. Our polling day is, or election day is March the 12th. So I'm going to use some of this. I need to save up a little bit more, but I'm going to use this for making sure that he's boarded from the 11th through the 13th, because election day is all day. And so, and I never would leave him at the house by himself just for him to, no. Anyway, he'll go and have fun and have a little sleepover with his friends. Gifts is going to get 10. So that is 20, 30, 35. Okay. Corinne is not getting anything. We did have to take some money out for some things she wanted to do, as well as for some of her lunch. So 1, 2, 20, 30, 35. She currently has 235 in there. The bank. Car maintenance gets 15. So I did go and get an oil change today. Y'all, oil changes, this is ridiculous how much money this costs. So it was $93 to get my oil changed. I did not have any coupons. Usually I do. She did give me some coupons. I just couldn't use them today. So car maintenance now has 1, 2, 3, 10, 25, 325. I was able to cash flow it. I've got some savings in my bills, or some money saved up in my bills buffer. So I was able to cash flow it. I want to use this because I have a feeling I'm going to need to get brakes soon. So I want to have that in there. All right, self-care. So I went out today I had a brunch today with my vision board buddies. And I spent $27, I believe. So first I'm going to add in the self-care. I'm adding 15, 10, and 5. There you go. So self-care now has 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62. And I am going to need to take some of this out, but I need to check the numbers to make sure, because I think it's $25 or $27. So I'm going to leave that in there for right now, and then I'll take care of that off camera once I see how much that bill was. But I did use that money to cover the cost for the brunch. So household is getting 10. And that means household has 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. Okay. That is good on that. And then deductibles is getting 15. All right, that's 10 and that's 5. So deductibles now has 1, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, has $190. Next is taxes. Taxes isn't getting anything. That has $229. It's fully funded. And I should be doing my taxes pretty soon. Property insurance is getting 15. I have enough for 1 month to cover in March when the bill comes due. I was hoping I've been paying every 3 months, so every quarter, and covering 3 months at a time. I'm not going to be able to do that now with the adjustment that I've been seeing in my check. But if I can get to a second month before it's due, that'll be great. So I have a little bit of time to still save. I've got enough for March. It's like 154 is typically what it's going to be. So I've got enough for March, and I'm saving up for April as well. So property insurance now has 1, 2, 10, 15, 22, 20. So 155 goes towards 1 month, and then I'm saving up for month 2, which would be April. All right, emergencies is going to get 10. And emergency now has 5, 6, 7, 8, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80 in the emergency fund. And lastly, oh, not lastly yet, yard is 15. And this was the idea I got from Sita's budgeting journey about having a lawn care one, and I thought it was great. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but Lord knows I need it. So lawn has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. Thank you, Jesus. $100. So this would cover a lawn treatment and at least my first lawn cut. Good. All right, and then Side Hustle Gems gets another 5. So I thought I only had 125 to save. Maybe I counted wrong at the beginning. So that'll be 5 in that. And that's a total of 5, 10, 15, $20. So $20 in Side Hustle, which is good. I have some, I think it's Moonstone that I need to buy for an order. Moonstone beads, we'll see. So $20 Side Hustle for that. Alrighty, that is it. So this is done. I'm gonna hold on to it for a minute because I need to color in the challenges, and then I need to see what I need to take out for self-care. So now I think we are done. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. You guys have a good one.